How to make a simple item elevator in Minecraft Bedrock. So this is an item elevator that allows you to move items upwards in your Minecraft worlds. For example, this chest right here, if I put any items in here, so let's put these diamonds for this example, then they will move up and they will get deposited into the chest at the top. So I'm going to go up here, and as you can see, the items are now being put into this chest. This is really handy for stuff like farms, because you can have the bottom chest have items led into it from like an iron farm, or any other farm that you want, like a mob farm or something, and then the loot get deposited and moved up to the top, and then you could put it into an automatic storage system as well. So these are the materials you do need for this. First of all, what you want to do is get yourself your dropper and place it down facing forward, so like so. Then get yourself a hopper facing into the back of the dropper, so right here, and a chest on top. Next, you want to test to make sure that this does work. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put any item in here. Let's just put this in there. And as you can see, it does get moved into the dropper. If yours doesn't, then you haven't put this correctly. You need to make sure the hopper is connected to both the dropper and to the chest as well. Then what you want to do is get your glass, and you want to build around each of the sides of the dropper, however many blocks you want to go up. So this includes the side on top of the dropper and all the other sides too. So I'm going to build up here. I'm just going to go a few blocks up for this example. So I'm going to go to there and do this for each of the different sides. Next, you want to pick which side you want the items to go out of at the top. So in this case, I'm going to go for this side right here. I'm going to break this top glass block and then place 2 blocks of glass out like so, and then a third one here as well, and make this all 2 blocks tall. So as you can see, this is 2 blocks tall right here, so the water won't flow out of the top. It needs to all be connected. Next, what we're going to do is break the last block of glass right here. You don't have to use glass as your building block. It just looks better because then you can obviously see the water and see the items for yourself. Then you want to go 2 blocks down and you want to place a glass block here. This is just a temporary glass block. And then you want to get yourself your chest and place down a chest here. So the chest right there, and then a hopper on top. Test this works, so I'm going to just chuck that into there, and then I'm going to go and look, and as you can see in this chest right here, it does have the hopper. Then you can break the temporary block if you do want to, so I'm going to break that block. You can then build a platform out of whatever you want to, or you can make this lead into your automatic storage system, or whatever you do want it to do, so you can access the chest. And then make sure you don't have any holes in this. So as you can see, there's no holes, and this is what it looks like. It has a hollow tube like so, a glass block here, and then a hopper here with a chest underneath. Next, what you want to do is get yourself your water. Now, if you're in survival mode, you also may want to get yourself some kelp. As I'm in creative mode, I'm just going to fill each of these up with a bucket of water, but obviously that would take longer in survival mode than just using kelp. So you can just fill one of them up at the top and then make the water flow down, and then use kelp to be able to make it into a water column, a bubble column. And then what you want to do is get yourself your soul sand. So I'm going to place the soul sand right here, and as you can see, this will work, and I will be put all the way to the top like so, which is what will happen to the items. Next, all you need to do is get yourself some glass, and make sure you have glass blocks along the top like so that the items don't go ahead and get flown out of the top, and it won't break for you. Otherwise, your items might not actually stay in to go into the hopper. So you can also break any of the blocks around as well, so you only need the necessary blocks on the top, and then the blocks around the side as well. And if you have any water spillages, then this is probably because you haven't got it blocked up somewhere, or you actually broke a block of glass. So just fix that and make sure the water is only inside like so. Then you want to go to the bottom and get yourself your 2 observers. So you want to place one observer like so, with another observer facing into it, and then break your first one, and the face will look like so, and then place the other observer going into that one. So basically, you want both the faces of the observers to face into each other. And this will mean that it will automatically fire the items out of the dropper. So to test this, just put any items you want in the dropper. I'm just going to place that in there. As you can see, it automatically goes out, and this means this will work. Next, get yourself a glass block or a solid block of your choice and place it on the other side of the dropper, so the dropper is completely covered, as otherwise the items might fall out at the bottom, or you might be able to pick them up by mistake. So next, all you need to do is test that this works. So get yourself a block to test it with. You can use dirt or whatever you want to. I'm going to use diamond blocks right here, and then I'm going to put that in the chest at the bottom. Go to the top and see, is this going to work? So as you can see, the diamond blocks are being put into the chest like so, as well as the other stuff that we tested to make sure it was working with. Once you've got your items to the top, if you want to know how to make an automatic storage system to automatically sort them, then check out the video on screen.